I just finished listening to Lorde's first new single in 4 years called What Was That? Let's talk about it. And if you're interested in seeing my full reaction to the song, hit the follow button for that. And I'll be talking all about Lorde's return on the upcoming episode of my podcast, Live from Mars, so stay tuned for more there. All right, so let's just set the stage here. It's now been 4 years since Solar Power came out, which marked a sharp departure from the sounds of pure heroin and melodrama, which were synth-heavy electropop productions, versus Solar Power, which was a much more down-to-earth project that really marked a sharp pivot away from the sound that defined Lorde. And it ultimately did not have nearly the same success that the first 2 albums did. And the new single, What Was That, is not at all a reinvention. It marks a sharp return back to the sounds of melodrama, which I personally am so here for. But there are some differences from the melodrama sound. For one, What Was That is much more minimalist, almost more in the lane of a pure heroin take, whereas Melodrama was more maximalist and cinematic and had Jack Antonoff at the helm. What Was That is more so focused on Lorde's incredibly emotional lyrics, produced by Jimmy Stack and Dan Nigro. Lyrically, you're getting similar messaging to what you got on the Girl So Confusing remix with Charlie XCX. One of the lyrics, I cover up all the mirrors, I can't see myself yet, directly calls back to the Girl So Confusing remix. The one that got me more than anything is I wear smoke like a wedding veil. I love that. And while I started talking about this from the angle that it very much is a return rather than a reinvention, it feels refreshing to have Lorde back in this production style, but it isn't necessarily offering something net new to fans. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm very interested to see if the rest of the album is seeing Lorde go a little bit more experimental and trying something net new. But those are just my first impressions. I'm very curious to know what you guys think about What Was That, so make sure you drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and follow for more music content.